Hello, everybody. This is ChibiGC of YouTube, and this is kind of a unscripted DVD-esque commentary related to my series Penalty All About. Let me tell you something. When I first joined the community to make Penalty All About and to how things are, a lot of things have changed since then. Like, there's come to a point where everything went from how I originally planned things to well, where we are now. I guess you could say that it's something to do with the fact that I had different intentions when I first joined the Fanime community when I wanted to make Penalty All About, and then I stay for all the friends that I've made along the way. It's by no means perfect by any means, and whether it's by one side or just me fucking up, yeah, there were some bumps in the road. But, you know, I have to say that I was able to get something done. Like, I was able to get Penalty All About done, and then I'm up to Penalty X, which is sadly on hold due to my motivation for it kind of got fucked. But hey, I'm working on another project called Nemamiya the Chaotic Hero, which is on my Ava Carrot staff channel. But yeah, once I finish with that, which it's probably gonna be a bit of a long while because I'm making it a weekly series thing. Um, when I get back to Penalty X, I'm sure that I'll be able to, yeah, go back to it. Then maybe I'll be able to get some of my voice actors as well as getting a new replacement voice actress for some characters working because even to this day I still have issues of waiting for voice actors. That's something that I myself have a problem with. Like, I say this multitude of times, but I'll say it here if you're new to my channel or new to everything that I do. I have the worst luck when it comes to voice actors, especially for Penalty All About and Penalty X. It's gotten to the point where back in 2016, it was all that I could bitch about. I know that that was not the right type of thing to deal with, but it's whatever. I guess I could bleh. I guess I could talk about what went into Penalty All About because there has Penalty All About has quite a bit of a history. Maybe I'll talk about that in Drawing the Talk when I'm more concise. But back before I joined the Fanime community, I tried to make a webcomic for Penalty About, but it failed due to a multitude of things. One, my depression was really bad at the time, so yeah, and it was also the time when I moved into a new town, because before 2013, I was living in a town for around 13 years. So it was kind of depressing that I had to move from one town that I lived through my whole life to a town that admittedly at the moment I'm kind of used to, but yeah, it was kind of depressing at that point. And number two, I was drawing with a mouse. Now, don't get me wrong, I've seen some people that could do so much good art when it comes to drawing with a mouse. I've seen how they do it, and I'm just like, oh, I wish I was that good back in the day. I mean, I'm getting better, but I don't know, my art is still kind of still around the low tier level sometimes. And the third reason that the webcomic didn't really do so well, I was posting that shit on DeviantArt, the one place where it's not really good to get noticed. Especially if you have a type of story that Penalty All About has, which is not very conventional in the webcomic fields, especially for what type of genre it's in. I remember that there was a fourth reason why the webcomic didn't really do so well, but oh wait, now I remember. It was with the friend group I was in at the time. It was not a very good friend group, and it was kind of wearing me down. Now there is a possibility that those people have their character developments, But it was there was some dramas, and like yeah, it was a little bit bad. Now you're wondering, wasn't there something before the webcomic? And you are correct, because before the webcomic, there was the web novel that I wrote back when I first wrote it in 2011 all the way up to 2012. And up until like I wanted to make Penalty X first before I kind of scrapped the original version of Penalty X and make a new one for the Fanime. Um I was very proud of the fact that I was able to finish a story because before then I was writing a lot of unfinished fan fictions. And yeah, that's actually kind of a bit sad. And the only finished fan fiction I had at that point before it kind of got scrapped was my old fan fiction Super Azumanga RPG, which was a fan fiction between Azumanga Daioh and Super Mario RPG. Yeah, I know that's a weird idea for crossover, but I was an interesting kid at that point, and that's putting it nicely. But yeah, because of the fact that I was able to finish the first web novel that I ever made, which was Penal Tale About, I was actually high key excited, and I wanted to share the web novel to a lot of things. I posted it in the group called Originality uh, something group. I'll link it into the description. Um, and I also tried to post it on fictionpress.net, which is like a sister site to fanfiction.com. But neither of those instances I was noticed that much. And I was actually a little bit discouraged, not gonna lie. I guess a comedy about a royally dysfunctional family just really does not appeal to people that much. Oh well, it is what it is. I guess I could talk about what were some things that I changed in the Fanime version that I either regret and I either don't. Some things that I changed that I kind of regret. I would have have more of a hint of Patalin and Hilali's relationship, but at least I with the drawings that my friend Freaking Goddess made when she was working with me for Penalty About, I kind of it was kind of obvious, but I'm kind of making it more obvious in Penalty X. And another thing that changed is that there was one line from Kosalin who was just saying that he wants to use Tilapika's bed, and he was just Tilapika's just like, why? And he was just like, because I wanted to see how much of a man I could be. Like, it doesn't make any sense, but for some reason, I kind of regret leaving that out in the Fanime version. I guess I should wrap things up. I'll probably talk about more in the production of Final Tale About, when I make a commentary in episode 2. One thing that I kind of want to say is that, with the Decian saying that, she has to be in the black hole that she has to come out of, that was referring to when Pantris was pregnant with Moxanne, and I'll admit, I kind of went too far. Anyways, I think that I had to wrap things up, so this is ChibiGC of YouTube signing out. Goodbye!